Religions are nothing more than organizations that are ran like corporations, and as such, they need money to survive. On the front end of the business, they sell hope and an avenue to God, but on the back end, they need money from believers to stay afloat. This is the pipeline in which they run. Whether they outright ask for tithes or hint toward needing donations, they wouldn't survive without the money. That's because the need for money never goes away. There will always be something needed to further the interests of the religion in the name of God, which at the end of the day is control in disguise. But would the Creator need money from us to please Him? We can use some logic in the form of an illustration. A 10-year-old boy owns an ant farm in his bedroom. All the ants ever knew was the ant farm they were raised in. The boy feeds and waters them because he loves the ants. He doesn't want anything in return from them, other than for them to thrive, grow, and create and operate their ecosystem. He just wants them to be productive and enjoy their lives while he takes care of them. If the ants came up with a way to trade their resources and currency amongst each other, why would the boy capitalize on this and command the ants to begin offering up their resources to him in exchange for more blessings? The entire purpose of the ant farm was to create a happy place for the ants to dwell and to thrive. But now that they've agreed upon a currency system, the boy changes his entire mission and he swoops down and makes use of their make-believe currency as a means for glory. Instead, it would be more likely that a small group of ants outsmarted the majority of them and convinced them that the boy requires a tenth of their resources and it must be paid through them as the only channel with a direct connection to the boy. We can also find useful logic in this next illustration. In a SHTF or survival situation, this is where the government goes down for an extended period of time and money becomes useless. Resources like food and water immediately takes precedence over money and even natural resources like gold and silver. That's because there's no central bank or government setting the value of the money. So food and water becomes way more important than the idea of money. Would this mean then that the Creator would now want donations in the form of the very natural resources He created? In a worst case scenario, the natural resources that would keep humans alive would be worth more than the man-made money. Clearly then, in reality, these natural resources are worth infinitely more than money. The problem is that humans are too programmed to see it like this. No religion asks you to tithe food or water in the name of God simply because the artificial governments have people believing in the paradigm of currency. They prefer to have your dollars, which ultimately means they want control over you. Money is a man-made invention that has nothing to do with the Creator, but all to do with those in power. A quick study of how the United States Federal Reserve operates would show just how fake money is. Very few people understand how a central bank works and how they are connected to each other across the world. Regardless of how much a country's money is worth, the average person has no control over the worth of their dollar. They are told what to believe their piece of paper is worth relative to their country. In the United States, it costs a little under 9 cents to print a $100 bill. This bill isn't backed by a natural resource like gold, so it basically costs what the powers that be say it costs. Yet people turn around and donate the same man-made invention or idea to the almighty being that created our very consciousness. But if we use that same free and inherited gift of consciousness and thought about it, we would realize that our Creator doesn't need money that was created and operated by the so-called satanic governments. Also, every religion believes that they're the one true religion with a direct line to the Creator. By this logic, the vast majority of tithed and donated money goes to false gods or false religions, while the true religion is practically left with nothing. So as long as every donor believes that his dollar is going to God, it remains the perfect con. Ultimately, money should be in direct opposition to our Creator. He wouldn't want or need money that was created and controlled by the most corrupt and secretive people in our reality.